Hi there, this is Sam from Bulldog Rooter. Today I'm doing a video inspection of the main sewer line for 2029 West Nora, Spokane, Washington. It is December 5th, 2017. So, what we got going on here, this line was backed up. We had one of our guys come out and try and snake it. I think he was able to get through it, so we ended up coming back the next day and put a jetter in it. And there was a bunch of sludge debris inside this line, so we used the jetter a couple times to get it cleared out. We usually do a video inspection with those, so I'm going to show you the condition of this pipe right now. We are in a 4-inch clay tile. This line runs right out the back of the house and over to the alley. Right here, clay tile is usually put into 3 to 5 foot sections. What you normally see with tile is in these sections you'll see those seams. We're looking at one right there at the bottom of the pipe, which is towards the bottom of the screen. And that looks like a normal seam itself between the sections. That's really what you want to see. You'll see some stuff that what will happen is they'll start to get offset in these sections, and it'll make the pipe not necessarily a smooth surface for water to run down. So anything that slows the flow of water is considered an obstruction in the pipe. So yeah, honestly, we got some cracks here over to the left hand and the right hand side. This whole section we just pulled through look pretty good. I didn't really see any too big issues with it. Right here, on the other hand, we have kind of a bigger separation. It's probably just from normal settling in the ground over time. But it doesn't look like it's slowing down too much water, but you can see it's definitely catching just a little bit there towards the bottom of the pipe, kind of towards the left-hand side of the screen. This line was 88 feet long, if I remember correctly, and right now we're hitting about 75 feet. It looks like this section of pipe is a little bit more scuffed up than the last stuff, just in that section. With our jetter, you'll see little chips in the tile and whatnot. That's kind of normal. That's really all it'll do. Alright. Now we've seen a couple of things on the way out and located those spots. I'm just trying to kind of get back to them. Like I said, this whole section right here looks fine, other than those two little cracks we saw just a little bit ago. Definitely nothing too crazy. Got some chips of the tile right there. I said the jetter will tip the tile just a little bit, but usually doesn't damage the pipe unless it's a different type of pipe. A little more chips here and there. It's normal to see debris in the line, especially after we jet like this, because there are holes in this pipe, so we'll get dirt, rocks, and other stuff that kind of, fall in and whatnot as we're jetting through it. Like there's a rock right there, that came from the ground through the hole in the pipe, and we should be running into those pretty shortly. But yeah, as you can see, this whole line's definitely open. It looks like it's draining fine, Just these couple of sections that we'll be getting up here too soon that are very troubling. So right here, we are at about 40 feet, and the bottom of the pipe is now shifted to where the water is sitting, which is at the top of the screen. So the top of the pipe is technically at the bottom of the screen right now, and you can see that there is a very large hole in the top of the pipe. Yeah, unfortunately this is going to have to get replaced in this section at the very least. With this hole, debris is going to be falling into it constantly. Roots have a perfect path to get in there. I didn't see if there was any trees in the back of the house for that to happen. That's another thing that can happen. Like I said, when we were jetting, this hole being here like this, we probably pushed out a lot of the dirt and rocks that were getting into the line already. That could have been the cause for the backup and sludge itself. Once you get dirt and rocks in there, you start flushing toilet paper down, other stool debris and whatnot, that stuff will all kind of accumulate and it'll be really hard to get out. It's kind of what we ran into today. So pulling through, tile's looking alright in this section. That hole is definitely something that needs to get fixed, and then here was where we found our most worrisome problem. The line, I'd say, is probably about 20% open, which means 80% of the pipe is still kind of clogged. You can see that it's actually collapsing in this section. This section of tile pipe is just done. That's all dirt and toilet paper stuck on it, so this is probably where the initial blockage was. But yeah, we located this spot. We're going to recommend that you guys get an excavation company to come out here and get this taken care of. There's really no way of knowing how long this is going to last. It could, not too long though, from the way that it looks. The whole pipe is cracked off in this section. It's like the top half of the pipe just fell onto the bottom half. And you got this little tunnel that water can get through. But I would not be, unfortunately, surprised if it either backs up or collapses soon. So, unfortunately, not the best news. Going to keep pulling back here. The rest of the tile looks fine after that. Just that one section, those two sections actually, that definitely pretty troublesome. We've located both those sections, and definitely a good idea to get those taken care of. So we're switching from that tile that we were just in, right outside of the house there, and we're pulling back and actually pulling up the sewer pipe in the crawl space under the house into 4-inch cast iron. Usually not a big problem with 4-inch cast iron. See things every once in a while, but mostly just rusted being cracks. And then right after the cast iron, we turn into brand new ABS pipe, 4-inch ABS pipe, which is stuff we install nowadays for inside the house for sewers. It's great pipe as long as it's put together properly. You should never really have any issues with it. Probably where a toilet ties in. You can see right here all this toilet paper debris and stuff. That's from when we were trying to get it open with the jetter. All this stuff was blowing back towards us. So those two spots probably really played a factor in getting this line very sludgy. Because it looks like once we got all the stuff out of it, the water seems to drain through it just fine. I didn't see any low spots or bellies. That leads me to believe that the only issues are really those two sections. And right here we're going to be pulling out of the clean out from where we're doing our video inspection. Right in the basement right there. I'll give you a picture of where we're at and whatnot. And once again, that was Sam with Bulldog Rooter. That's going to conclude your video inspection. Thank you.